up, everybody out there? Welcome to another episode of the Wise Guys Podcast. I am Mitch. We got Otis here. We got Dewey here. And my main man behind the scenes, Matt. Say something to the people, Matt.
What up?
Yeah, Matt.
Dewey, what we got today, bro?
And we talking about Black Lives Matter, and we talking about what they perceive to be black on black crime.
Okay. Then we're going to get into our movie of the week, Set It Off.
Set it off.
1996 classic, baby.
Yeah.
Jada Pickett.
And then we're going to bring y'all something different with the black business segment, man. We're going to actually talk about etiquette with the black businesses. What we should be doing, how should we be treating each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
And we going to address our brother Kanye West.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
Kanye Titter.
Yeah, man. The presidential
candidate.
Supposedly presidential candidate.
Maybe potentially independent presidential candidate.
So we're gonna kind of break all those things down this week, man. Mitch, what's your feelings on it, man? Like on Black Lives Matter or black on black crime. You can take it either way you want, bro.
Let's go black on black crime first.
All right.
Because this is where it is. Some folks say, what do you mean Black Lives Matter? All lives matter. You guys killing yourself? That's black on black crime. So they look at it like, hey, y'all don't give a fuck about yourselves. Why should we give a fuck about you?
Hey, but do y'all feel like that's like a racial trope that they use against us?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, like I definitely feel like that. But I think, just going real quick on what you said, like I think we're starting to use it with each other. Like, you know, you starting to see us say it a lot more. Like, well, yeah, we saying Black Lives Matter, but what about, you know, we killing each other? But go ahead, bro. I just want to interject my point.
That's all I got for that.
Both of y'all points is valid on that, though.
Thank you, man.
That was
Both
it.
of y'all points, because that's exactly how different groups perceive it.
Yeah.
And that's why I said perception of black on black crime. Like, they bring it up and give it its notoriety, but in reality, you kill people who are in close proximity to you.
Exactly.
That's what each ethnicity does. They kill people in close proximity to one another. So they bring up black on black crime, but there's also white on white crime. There's Asian on Asian. There's any kind of ethnicity group, no matter what continent either. Like, it's different ones, man. They people have different safety issues depending on the people who think things differently. You know what I mean? Like, people talk about Canada. They talk. I looked up the stats for it. They like, nothing really Nothing really happens because their population is, I think, around the same population as California. But they have sexual crimes at an all-time high. Like, they have a ridiculous amount of sexual crimes.
Man.
So
They're just mad horny over there, huh?
So black on black crime, man, is really just, people look at it as really wrong. Like, we 3-1 on being a minority, but black on black crime has been happening, but it doesn't mean that we can't address it. That's family issues, y'all.
And my thing is, it has always been addressed. You have all type of organizations out here that, they're dedicated to fixing the crime in our community. Now, Black Lives Matter is an organization that's fighting for, reform as far as federally and policy-wise.
Yes.
So it's a difference. Black Lives Matter is not, fighting for black on black crime. They're fighting cases like Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
A case where she was wrongfully killed by police officers
in her home.
And the police officers are still running around, going on vacation, as y'all seen some of the photos, and they still haven't been arrested.
No one's been charged.
Nobody's been charged. So yeah, they're fighting on that end. And it's like, my biggest thing, and I think we done talked about this on previous episodes, we have to come to the understanding that it's a group of people that we can do two things at one time.
Yeah.
We can fight the injustice that's happening within our country, and we can fight the battles that we're having within our own community, because truthfully, the battles that we have in our own community, in my opinion, it's so deep. Like, it's so deep ingrained in us from when we first got over here, of us being broken up from different tribes. I mean, it's just so much, the economic thing of us not really having the economic resources. So yeah, when a community don't have the economic resources to uplift their community, they turn to crime. We saw this. A lot of us glorify the mob. That's kind of what the mob comes from. Italians, they did it. But, and I don't want to get sidetracked, but my biggest thing is that we kind of can't keep echoing the things that the enemy, and I hate to call it the enemy, but that's what they are, the people who are in power, who don't want us to see us have equality. That's the thing that they want us to do. They want us to tear down our own movement.
Yeah.
That's
it's
the plan.
Disrespectful to people who actually are making strides to address black on black crime.
Exactly.
It's disrespectful because there's real groups out here, you know, like my girl, she a part of the mothers group. They address that part of it in Sankofa, and they address, you know, a brother. It's actually a mentor group, a mentorship group for men and women, and they address dealing with the ones that are at risk, like the ones that potentially can go down that road. Like we got to stop being disrespectful of those groups. Like don't nobody say nothing. No, there's a lot of people that say something about it. There's a lot of people that, and there's lawyers that do pro bono work around it. Man, you can't be disrespectful like that, y'all. Like y'all can't just say nobody says nothing. No, there are people that say something loud as hell.
Exactly.
Too.
And you know, like I hear a lot of people say, I'm not gonna call anybody out, but
Record speculation, you can always use
why
that.
do they act like that in Detroit? Like why they killing, why they robbing, why they stealing? But when you think about it, like you ever seen the movie Trading Places?
Yeah, most definitely.
Right, with Eddie Murphy.
Classic.
So it's like you come walk in their shoes.
Yeah.
Our shoes.
And let's see if you're better.
Yeah.
You put us in your environment, we will thrive.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the resources that you receive when
Exactly.
you were growing. Yeah, you're right, bro. You gotta.
You know what I don't like too? They always bring up the one that made it. They be like, well, if they did it,
Yeah,
anybody
bro.
can do it.
That's not true.
No, everybody got different levels of strength. Everybody got different levels of competence. Everybody is inadequate in certain ways.
Different
The information is
circumstances.
self-conscious. Everybody come from different circumstances. Like, seriously, man, everybody isn't going to make it. Like, people look at people like Jay-Z. He's a billionaire. Why can't you be? Well, I get it, it's inspirational, but I'm not him.
But you gotta know about the story.
And that's what I'm about to say. If you look back at his life, it was a time where he was doing the same thing that we're, pointing out that these young men are doing.
Yeah.
That it could have been him who never made. It's a lot of Jay-Z's who never made it.
A lot of them
to where
tried
he
the
at.
same thing,
Exactly.
but they died on the way.
Exactly.
You know what
And
I'm
that's my
saying?
thing. Like we gotta, remember. Like we're older now. We have families, and we got to think about it. We were 18, 17, 19, 20, and I'm not condoning what these young men are doing or what they have did it, but you got to think about like what our mindset was at that age and the things that we did was wrong. So it's kind of still the same process of we got to reach back and teach them like, hey, this not the way. Like, yeah, I know it seemed cool and it seemed like it's good in the moment, but we have to take it upon ourselves to do a better job. And I'm not just saying us as the wise guys. I'm saying our community, like our age group, us right now, reach back to our nieces and nephews, our cousins, brothers and sisters, people in that age group, and tell them like, hey, that's not the way to be. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not it. Like we got bigger goals. Yeah. As they say, we got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah,
big fish.
I heard a quote they said 50 Cent said about Pop Smoke. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Congratulations having the #1 album that week. But he said, I'm what it looks like when you get rich. Pop Smoke is what it looks like when you die trying. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, that like it could have been any of them. Like Fifth could have got hit up many a times beyond the times he did get hit. And there's other rappers, Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? Like there's other people who made it. And, from our culture, like what we look at, like, man, he made it. He the man now. You know what I'm saying? And that's unfortunate. But black lives do matter. And we saying it, and it's like, damn, we got to negotiate with being equal. Like, we got to say that, like, we matter too. But it's because we the ones been pushed in the corner.
Right.
We the ones been pushed to the side. Like, y'all, we want justice. Like, we brought up Breonna Taylor. No one's been charged. No one's been charged. That's why they're saying, hey, listen, don't disregard what happened.
Like you said, like Nip said, the marathon continue, the movement continue. Yeah. But again, I'm gonna hit y'all with this though, real quick.
Hit us.
All right, well here it comes then, bro. What's some of the solutions that we need to put in place to help in black on black? And I'm using black on black crime just to identify what I'm talking about. Yeah. But yeah, like what can we do? Like what should we do to to get our brothers and sisters from getting in the position to understand that, hey, we can't keep going down this road. We got to stop killing each other. Yeah. Whether it's revenge, whatever it might be, we got to do better. You know what I'm saying?
I think we got to get out here and we got to start policing ourselves.
And how will we do that?
We got to get out here in these streets. And they have to see us. We can't be behind the scene. Oh, y'all shouldn't do this. No, we got to be right there with them.
Yeah. I thought about something some years ago that I just remember like a couple weeks ago was, I don't know if y'all remember. Do you remember what zip code you from, Mitch?
Yeah.
What's the zip code you from?
48234.
You remember what zip code you from?
Yeah.
What's the zip
I
code
think the same zip code as Mitch, 3-4.
3-4.
Or
You
05,
remember
maybe.
the zip code you from, Matt?
Yep.
What's the 19? I'm from 48213.
Me too.
And the reason why I bring that up
Man.
is because the zip codes, each zip code, I thought about how many people go to jail and get sentenced. And a lot of brothers who actually got some type of influence in that area. I would say take 5, maybe 10 guys brothers who got instead of community service like cleaning up a freeway, just that alone, make them brothers go do a mentor program.
Mentor the community.
Sentence them to mentorship. Why not?
The ones that can handle it,
These
yeah.
the ones that but they got to make that decision. They got to be a judge has to be decisive enough to know and have enough information in front of them. Like this person may be a person of influence. I can't name names of certain people from my hood who honestly we looked up to and be like, man, if that person would have been like, hey, listen, this what y'all gonna do instead. Like we talking about the day when we was going fishing. Oh, like certain people like, hey man, what you doing, little nigga? You better get in school. You know what I'm saying? Like you better go do your thing. You better, you know what I'm saying? Like when you take these people who got some influence from each zip code. Why not? How many zip codes is in Detroit?
A lot.
Take 5 to 10 brothers from each zip code or ladies who potentially would get sentenced to 90 days in county, a year in county. That's stupid.
I think I like that idea. Like I think I like both ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like Mitch said, you get to a situation where, we need to be, like you said, we need to be out here policing.
Yeah.
Out here with our our young brothers and sisters, keeping them out of trouble. And then like you said with the people who might be sentenced or whatever the case, or in jail, or somebody who has reach in the community who might be in prison, work something out with them, lessen their sentence for them to come back and kick it out. And I agree.
Anything less than 2 years, it means you had a non-violent crime.
Right.
So if you're not violent, you might not be a threat to your community. Well, but they potentially look at you like you just threatening enough to be off the streets where we have to teach you a lesson. Then they teach you through consequences. But man, if you added some value to that sentence by saying, hey, look, you gonna do some community service, but a part of your community service is gonna be a mentorship program, and have somebody head up the mentorship program. There's plenty of people that love to volunteer and do stuff like that,
but
man.
at the same time, how many guys would just do it just because it's getting them
They
off?
get them off, right?
I got you.
Yeah,
But-
that's possible.
All right, so say, I'm glad you said that.
Like, how do we weave it out?
I'm
Like,
glad
checks
you
and
said
balances.
that. I'm glad you
Yeah.
said that, though. I'm glad you said that. So that's why I said somebody who's there monitoring everything. There's gonna be somebody
Like a
there
czar.
monitoring. Yeah. Somebody, but also check this out. Let's just say 20 brothers do it that year. Let's just say out of the 20, 3 actually was like, yo, hey man, this is what I should be doing, man. And out of that 3, one stays consistent. That one has enough potential and influence in them to probably save 10 more.
But see, I was gonna hit you with this though. Like I agree with you saying, but I was gonna say like out of that 20, we don't know in that time frame how that message might reach the young men that they're talking about. And we, even if it helped one to deter them from going down that path, which would lead them to hurt somebody else in their community, that's a win. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like we need to come up with solutions, and then also acknowledge the people that's out here doing it. Like we need to start showing, like lately we've been doing a lot of the black on black business, really putting on for the Black Lives Matter. We need to take those same groups, and maybe that's something we do this week on our group page and our page. We start showing love to the people and the organizations that's out here doing these things in the community. So people, when they see this, because another thing too, y'all, like we got to realize we have more access to news than we have ever had in the history of this planet. So we're getting this information faster than our parents got, and way faster than our grandparents got. So some of these killings that we hearing about, we would have heard about it through word of mouth, but now you can follow it. Like you can follow from soon it happened all the way through to the trial through Facebook or Instagram. So man, we need to start putting the good things that's happening in the community. People who trying to make a better make the community better. So
we ain't trying to bash nobody. We just want to bring it, but also to your point, Mitch, they also like you said, people might not take it serious. Y'all might not notice, and just being a little transparent here. When you in jail, they make you go to those programs anyway. In jail, like and you have to actually do all those things to finish out your sentence. You have to do those programs while you're in there anyway. Even if you ain't an alcoholic, they still make you go to alcohol. They make you go to that class. If you ain't in there for a violent crime, it doesn't matter. They still make you go to anger management. They make you go through all these things regardless, and you have to do them. It's required. And if you know, you just go to the hole. You go to asset. So it's happening anyway. But why lock these brothers up who are doing less than 2 years?
And you know what? To be honest with you, this sounds like a great nonprofit idea. Like this is the perfect nonprofit organization idea for you to start. You know, you want to give back to the community. This is something that you can possibly go through and get government grants for. Yeah. And, you know, you can, people out there who looking to start a business or want to do something to help their community.
But yeah, shout out to Sankofa because they do that currently.
Most definitely.
They're doing that currently. Sankofa and the Mothers Group.
Mm-hmm. And we need more organizations like that.
By the way, shout out to them. They do that. It's brothers in there who are judges, lawyers, business owners. They already currently, a matter of fact, they was down there, I think a couple months ago, at the juvenile detention center, and that's a part of their sentencing to go see them to be mentored. That's a part of it because they got a judge in their group. She's I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. She's the youngest black judge in the juvenile system. She's the youngest one ever. I think she was like 36 or something like that. But yeah, it's groups out here doing that. I don't know all the other names, but I know about those two groups. And if we had brothers from each zip code kind of doing that, man, I think it makes
brothers,
a difference.
period. It don't matter if the zip code. Like I think, in those situations, if you just, if you one of them dudes who in the street, a young dude, just say you 15, 16, you in the street, and you run to another dude who, you know what I'm saying, in the street,
both is necessary. Exactly. I said with them brothers because they kind of a reflection of what
their area.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you.
I'm trying to think, like, do we still have the people out there who, dealing drugs or whatever they doing in the streets? Are they still here saying no? Hey, look, man, no, you go back in the house because you ain't for this life. No, you a hooper? No, you can't come out here with us. Go play basketball, stay in school. Do we still have those kind of guys out there that do that? I don't know. I'm not in the streets.
Mitch.
Me either, bro. I hope we do. Nah. I mean, I hope it's guys that's out there realizing like, okay, hey, if they see a young man or a young woman who got potential, because it ain't just the boys no more. Yeah. It's girls too out here. Yeah. So it's like, and then I hope they're reaching back to them and saying like, hey, this not for you. Change your life. Yeah. But we need the women to do the same thing with the young women, because a lot of cases some of these young girls are harder than the boys.
Yeah, and they out there thotting.
Hey, and getting money. However they're doing, but we just have to have that mindset. Like, we need to come up with some type of creed in our community. Like, hey, bro, you can't do this against each other. Like, we can't. Yeah. It's only we're only 13% deep in this country. Yeah. We already got, a system. We have a system that's against us. Let's not keep doing the damage to each other. Unfortunately, this problem, just like the problem that we facing and we fighting with Black Lives Matter, is not going to change in the near future. So we need to put some type of philosophy in our kids to think, as they grow up, like, hey, I see a black man or I see another black man or another black woman. Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing? And that's something I just think and I know this kind of a sidebar, but I feel like that's something that we need to do, period. When you see another brother, acknowledge that brother, man. Don't mean mug him.
I'm telling you.
You know what?
Show him love.
Real quick. I'm glad you said that. Last week, I'm at the store. My daughter's with me. A dude walked up. What's up?
That's what it needs to be.
My daughter said, you know him? I say, no. I say, if he say what up, I say what up.
Man,
that's it.
My dad used to do that, and it used to drive me crazy. I used to ride with my dad, and he'll ride. You know how you look at somebody's car? He'll just wave, and I'll be like, you don't know? He say, nah, but I'm gonna speak. That's another black man, and I never understood as a kid, but now older as a man, like, it's so crazy. And I know so many people can say their experiences. Black women too, where you go places, and definitely if you going farther out, and you it's just y'all. It might be 3 of y'all, and it's like, y'all don't even acknowledge each other. You just walk in, man. You should be happy to see another face that look like yours.
Yeah, man.
You should be happy and show them love, man.
When I first went to Minnesota, I'm like, yo, they look people in the face and say hi out here. Like, you know me, at this time, I'm young. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, and then they was like, yo, it's Minnesota nice. And then I remember Prince having an interview, and he said, Minnesota's so cold to keep all the bad people out. Yeah. But in reality, though, man, they were really nice people out there, man. Like, and I didn't really understand it at first. They were like, why you always look with your face turned up? And I'm like,
that's how we was brought up where we was from, baby.
Stupid. Like, fix your face. Like,
smile, say how you doing.
Like, these people ain't gonna do nothing to me. Ain't nobody about to, you know what I'm saying?
No, and we not trying to say that you got to still guard your home, because there's still some people out here, no matter how much we try to change, no matter how much, we strive to do better in our community, it's just certain people who just not going to be on that. And you just got bad apples.
Yep, and that's what the Second Amendment right is for.
Precisely.
What's that? Explain that to what the
right
Second
to bear arms.
Oh yeah, I bear them arms.
Yeah, exactly.
I bear the fuck out them arms.
Man, but
But we ain't trying to get to that. We don't want to go that route. But I mean, you got to do what's first and protect your family, and we understand that. But yeah, man, like I said, I thank y'all for y'all solutions, and everybody out there, man, y'all do the same. Put some solutions up, man. Put some solutions up.
Comment some things that y'all think is solutionary items to put in front of everybody, or maybe we come up with as a group together. I mean, maybe you give us some game that maybe we can contribute or help on you.
As the Lord say, it starts with a thought, man. As the man think if he do it. So if we all think collectively as a group, how we could do better as a community, how we could stop this black on black crime in our community, hey, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really believe that. I really believe we had a power to make it happen, man.
Yeah, man. Fuck that stimulus check, man. That's what y'all worried about.
Nah,
man.
Bring that stimulus check, baby. That don't got nothing to do with it. We want that $1,200, baby.
How much?
$1,200. You sure you want to say it? You want to take that back?
He changed his mind.
People out there, if you giving them checks out, I'll take one, please.
All right, man. Based off the stimulus check, we're going to change up the subject a little bit, and we're going to go to Kanye, because, hey, if Kanye became president, he might give everybody a $5 million stimulus check, or our black people.
Hell no.
You know what? I'm hoping, man. I'm sorry, this is silly, but I'm like, man, what if this is all on the side? Like, what if somehow he got into a political arena and he's like, I did all that to bust down these reparations for y'all. He'll be the greatest Negro since Martin.
Dog, he would be on a $500 bill, because they would have to create one if they talking about giving us the money we want.
Man, in reality, that brother going through a lot, man. He's saying a bunch of crazy, like a lot of stuff that is not being taken well. I'm not gonna say crazy. I'm gonna say not taken well.
Mm-hmm. Mental illness,
yeah. But certain people just don't have the delivery. Just speaking, you know what I'm saying?
No, because I don't think everything Kanye's saying, like, some of the things you could tell some of the stuff he's saying he means well. But like we talked about with the Nick Cannon, in the Nick Cannon episode, man, it's important that they understand that their platform, man, they unfortunately they speaking for all of us, because that's just how the world looks at it. Oh, if he getting out here, this is how black people might really feel.
It's unfortunate though, because he
is speaking for certain people.
That's how he got to where he at.
Exactly.
That is his superpower.
But you know what? Real quick, reckless speculation.
Uh-oh.
I heard that he said that the movie Get Out was like based on his life or some shit like that.
He did say that.
Oh, so he did say
So Chris supposed to be the one who got the cup and tapping the cup or whatever. I mean, maybe that is part of it. It could be. Like, we
never know.
Not exactly, but maybe that is his life, where Chris is telling him pretty much, like, this is what you supposed to do. I want you to do this, this, and this, and that.
Who's Chris? Oh, the mom.
The mom, yeah, Kris Jenner. Like, maybe, and I really think she is the quarterback of their team.
Oh, yeah, she.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come on now. You got Ray J, Reggie Bush, Chris Humphries.
Oh, they done went through there. But it's unfortunate for our brother, though, man, because we can't really play around this election about, with who gonna be president, man.
I don't want no distractions.
Like, and it's like, it's kind of, you kind of look at it like, yeah, it's mental illness, but in the same token, like, damn, bro, you really was going hard for Trump, and now you saying that, hey, I could beat Biden in the write-off. Yeah. Like,
I thought he was trying to be diplomatic when it came to Trump. I thought he was trying to be diplomatic. I didn't take him seriously. As far as the support for Trump, like, I think that he looked at certain stats like others did and tried to be different. But
you think so? You think it was based off the stats?
I think that he was intrigued by the different, like, and then also too, I think it inspired him. Like, wait a minute,
I think that's what it was.
He became the president, and he was on a reality show,
and I think he believes, like he said, like he looks at him like they're the same. Like they two spirits.
That's like, if he can do it,
and that's what I think he thought.
Yeah, but it's also a way for him to I think it was a way to gain notoriety a little bit too.
Oh yeah, it was to sell shoes and sell records and shit like that.
And another reckless speculation.
That's two so far.
Yeah, I'm on the roll.
Go ahead.
How they say, like, when you do something fucked up, now you want to go call on God and stuff like that. So now you know how he was going into churches and
before
all that
when he did it the first time.
Yeah,
and then now, and that's what my thing was, like, you know, he had the mental illness breakdown when he did the interview with Charlemagne and all that stuff. After that, you know, he got in, you know, he started doing I guess what there was revivals or pop-up shows or
That's so messed up because he had just came off of 2 dope ass albums,
and then he did a gospel album. And now he, from my understanding, he was about to come out with another album.
Yeah, then dropped though. Taylor Swift dropped instead.
But did y'all see the video of him when they were on the plane singing?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that shit.
Choir?
That shit was good.
Oh, you know,
that shit was good.
It, though.
He was with the guy. What's his name? Some TV host
Cohen,
that night.
something like that.
Of course, he's gonna do great gospel music.
Man, it sounds so good.
He's
I was
a
like,
great
woo.
musician. He's a great,
Absolutely.
you know, a great artist. Like he's an all-time. Like you cannot take away Kanye as an artist. Like Kanye is one of the greatest artists of all time.
For sure.
But his producer hat, man, he is up there, man. Like ridiculously up there. Like, man, I you know, I'm looking at some of the credits he had. I'm like, dang, like he had albums I didn't even know he was on.
He read a song for me.
Yeah, okay.
Want me to sing?
Reckless speculation. But
Next one.
man, but you know, Kanye West, man, and man, brother, I really wish, you know, you can get some support around. Like he got some brothers around him right now, but man,
Who we got around him?
He got Dame Dash and Dave Chappelle. And
I think they just popped up.
He
Though. I don't
got,
think
he
they
got
really
some
with
other
him.
people that came out there.
Right.
I don't, you know, I mean, these ain't for our ears to hear, but I don't doubt that, you know, brothers like Hov had reached out, Puffy and them, you know what I mean, like brothers that'll hold him accountable. And that's what it got to be. And I hope that some brothers end up holding him more accountable. Like, listen, all right, I hear you hurting. See what you're trying to do. Let's do this right. Let's navigate to a different space where we can.
I just hope don't nobody get him in no entanglement.
I mean,
Because that's what happened with you know. Speaking of that entanglement, Rick Ross and August Alsina got a song.
Gosh,
It's called Entanglement. I say, what the fuck?
it's a
bro, I didn't even
terrible
listen
song.
to it. Because I didn't want to. Because it's like
I'm
my
just like,
thing
wow.
is, bro, your whole thing was that you was having mental illness problem. And now you use the situation to benefit for yourself, even though they did too. Don't get me wrong. Like Jada and Will used it to benefit themselves because they came out with a whole red table production. Who knows how much money they got?
And you know what's
that.
crazy? You ain't heard shit else about it.
You not because
Since
they
that
did. They like I said on the last episode, bro. When we talked about it, their plan was to get in front of it. That's what you do.
And that's what they did.
And they did. Now when they did that song, it don't mean shit no more. Like it don't. It's like
It don't got that same.
No, it don't got the bite no more. We done with it.
Terrible song though.
That too, I guess.
And it's messed up because Rick Ross is one of my favorite
I
rappers.
feel like Ross fell off.
Yeah.
Like you used to hear that nigga him on the radio all the time. I ain't
I
heard.
think maybe time to pass him.
That's what I think. I think like
Time probably passed him by.
Yeah.
He got other money. He got money coming in other ways though. So
I like that, but I used, like him. I used to love his albums. Like
because I think we got enough. Just going on the rap. I think we got enough data with rap that we understand that certain guys just don't last.
Yeah.
Like the Drakes. They last.
They last forever.
Like well, not forever, but they last for a long time.
They last forever.
So
I mean,
Drizzy,
as far as Rick
he's
Ross'
a
last album
LeBron
was dope.
of music.
what,
Yeah,
man?
Rick Ross'
I mean, dude.
last album was dope, and then also his verse on Freddie Gibbs. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs, man. I don't know if y'all heard his latest album. That one hard as hell. Just sidebar.
Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs from Gary, Indiana. He was dope as hell. But man, I don't like that. People just play with. I feel like with that, and that's their life, man. But I feel like you playing with people's lives, man. There's people attached to them lives, like the kids and. His kids, his family members, man, that shit can kind of get embarrassing, man. Entertainment is entertainment, but man, it's people, families involved in certain shit, man.
And you know what? My thing with the entanglement thing too, like it's something cute to laugh at, but let's be real, bro. Let's look at it in reality. A lot of us are children of entanglement.
For sure.
A lot of us. Some people that's listening to this show are living in an entanglement relationship. Some people who have kids now that's produced from entanglements.
Man.
And we don't understand sometimes, it's a cute word to use, but man, it affects more than just you. Definitely if you have children from that situation or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we make light of it, but to me, like, I really feel bad for all parties involved in this situation, man.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like Will and Jada and them got kids. We don't know how that shit affecting their mental health. You know what I'm saying? Seeing their parents go through this, knowing that this dude lived with them and they took them in as a brother. And it's like, man, I don't know. Like, for me, like, it's kind of like, I'm glad it's over with. Like, I'm just kind of like ready to move on from it.
But
and
but
go in a different direction with it.
For how many kids they got?
Two,
right?
Two. Well, they got two, but I think Will got another kid.
Right, but I'm saying they don't live in a house.
No, they don't, but they still in the public eye, though. But you know what I'm saying?
I feel like at the end,
they still get DMs talking about, hey, can me and your mom be in an entanglement relationship?
But now you're like, well, I mean, that's my mom and dad, so we're adults.
You saying that, but they might not feel like that, though.
But you gotta say, they've been in like all their life, so they gonna expect some type of something's gonna come up.
Mm-hmm.
They not like
they
us.
probably knew too.
Yeah, I said they not like us. Well, oh shit. But they used to be in the spotlight.
But you still gotta look at it from the perspective that they human beings and they, their stuff still affect them.
Yeah.
Like they celebrities and they, they're taught to have thicker skin because they're in the public eye. But that being said, even kind of going back to the Kanye situation, man, you could tell from what was that? I guess a rally he had. I guess that was his first political rally. And when he brought up his mom, like how it hurt him. Like he was just like broke down. And again, like that's mental ill. Like he never grieved been able to grieve and get over the passing of his mom, man. That's hard, man. Like that, like we don't know if that's what's driving him to be the way he is right now.
Yeah, that's I believe his father's still alive, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Speaking of being entangled, hey, Lou Williams, man. What happened? You got entangled down there in Magic City?
Man, Lou Will is living his life, bro. Basketball player.
Yeah, I know who Lou Will is.
I was saying it for everybody who listening.
The best six man.
Hey,
for the Clippers.
Hey, man, listen, dog.
Got caught at the strip club.
Like,
doing what?
Like,
just at the strip club.
Say like the chicken wing.
What's wrong with that?
You don't supposed to go to nothing like that when you outside the bubble for the NBA.
Oh,
so now he getting quarantined.
Oh, he plays for the Clippers.
Yeah, he getting quarantined.
So for the people out there, Lou Williams plays for the Clippers. He left the bubble in Orlando, and he went to the booty club.
He had a family emergency.
Yeah, so-called family emergency. So he went to the booty club, and now he's.
What was that? He went where?
To the booty club.
Okay,
that's what they used to call it, or the gentleman's club, or the strip club, however you want to call it.
Boom boom room.
That too. And now he got a quarantine again for I think 10 days. When he got back, but it was something you can't do. And to me, just on the sports take real quick, I know we jumping around, so forgive us out there, but I think the NBA did it better than anybody so far.
Yeah,
like I think they did it. I mean, as far as like bringing sports back with everything that's going on, because as of we recording today, Monday July, what's the day? 26th. Sorry, everybody, 27th. Baseball already got a whole team damn near who got COVID-19, the Phillies. The Marlins. So they're talking about canceling games. So that season might not go on. Then we're hearing the NFL might not come back, and I don't think college football is coming back. So we might only have basketball.
Right, but at the end of the day, with Lou Will, does it really matter if he plays? I mean, the Lakers gonna win anyway.
Here he go, man.
I'm just saying.
I'm on wax, bro. Matt got me on wax for the Rockets, and my team.
He got you on what?
On wax, bro.
No.
I said
everyone go to the last episode if you didn't listen.
2 episodes ago, I believe.
Whenever it was, he said, yeah. Then Dewey said, no, hope he wins for Kobe. And you was like, yeah, I hope he do win for Kobe.
But I still pick
That's
my
on
team,
wax,
though,
is
man.
it not? It's on wax. Thank you.
He called me out. I mean, everybody know. I mean, if you don't know, people who know me know Kobe my favorite player of all time. Yeah. And rest in peace. It definitely hurt me a lot, man, when he passed away. But, yeah, man, I definitely wish the Lakers, I kind of hope the Lakers do win to celebrate Kobe life. But if I had to pick based on basketball, I'm taking a chance of going to Rockets, bro.
They ain't got it, man.
You never know, man.
James Harden, he freezes up when it's time to go.
So he got mental health issues too.
I didn't say shit like that.
Regular speculation.
He just like, what's the guys in Toronto who always freeze up?
Well, he used to. You talking about he played for San Antonio now?
No, he still played. No.
Who you talking about?
Lowry.
Oh, no, you can't say that no more from the last finals.
He's a champ.
He a champion, bro.
Okay, he's a champ because of who?
Don't matter. He played.
Okay, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing else.
That last game, he balled that last game.
You just said it. He balled that last game. Out of how many finals games that he didn't play where he was terrible?
Maybe 2, because he was pretty good in the finals. He wasn't bad at that finals. He wasn't horrible.
Ladies and gentlemen, let the record show that Otis been doing edibles.
Not today.
Record speculation.
Not today. Whatever, man. We're not about to.
We ain't about to get.
We're not about
that.
to drag the people through, you know, our debates right now on air. Like we'll bring it back to y'all when we refine it. However, I think it's a good time that we kind of get into our black business segment. But like I said, this week we're breaking it down a different way, man. We're not spotlighting black business this week. We pretty much gonna talk about, just take like 5 minutes to talk about the business etiquette and how we need to do a better job of doing business with each other.
Yes.
And, you know, from there, we will all be able to grow within our business. But Dewey, go ahead, man. I think you really, got some points that you can land on the subject, bro.
Land it.
Airplane.
I think everybody, I see a lot of posts, people talk about, like, they got entitlement. Like, you know, y'all support y'all need to support black businesses like this. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest knocks on us, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sorry to say, man, but it's our professionalism. It's the way our common courtesy from one another, our integrity that we should have when it comes to contracts or time.
Honor.
You know, people, when you say you're going to be somewhere, you be there. When somebody say that that's what you're going to do, you deliver. And I think a lot of times we get caught up in entitlement where you should just pay me. You know, you'll pay this to somebody else. This is an established brand that you're comparing yourself to. What work did you put in to establish yourself as a brand yet? And we need to recognize that a lot of us have not established ourselves as a brand or a product or a service, and we need to do that better. And in business, I'm always big on that: time, efficiency, integrity, professionalism,
accountability.
On that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Accountability and responsibility. Accountability is, hey, I know what it's asked for me. I know what you want me to do. And responsibility is, I take care of it. I come through. I execute. So, people, like, let's make sure we do that.
I got a couple things. I'm gonna share a couple stories with y'all, man. Just about where I've been at. I'm not gonna say the place where this happened at, but if I come into your restaurant and there's no one in there, and I'm the only one in the line ready to order, and you don't even acknowledge me and say hello, give us 1 minute, please. We'll be right with you. I'm leaving. Y'all just terrible. How can, if I have a business, how can I let you walk to my business and I not greet you? At least say, hey, give me 1 minute. I'll be right with you. They don't say nothing. I was at Family Dollar one day, right?
Is this the black-owned Family Dollar?
Don't know, but they was black who worked there. Right?
That's what I want to hear.
Listen, it's the one. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all some shit. This one is on Finkel.
You said you wasn't gonna call them
Nah,
out, so
fuck
we
it.
don't.
It's Family Dollar, bro.
Reckless speculation.
On Wyoming, right before you get to Finkel.
Okay.
First off, they had a house door.
Man, stop it.
I swear to God, they had a house door for the fucking door, bro.
Man, they didn't have no damn.
I'm not
I
lying,
seen it
bro.
in front of a churches before.
They had a house door on that
Man,
door.
you supposed to take a picture and send that shit to me,
Right?
dog.
And Buddy, he's ringing people up, and he's on the phone the whole time. 10 people in line. I'm come over there in about.
He trying to set up his little thing for later, man.
I got them zips for you. Yeah, hold on a
I
minute.
got them zips.
No, check out 5, bro. He never got off the phone, dog.
So the whole time
So I
y'all
walked
live.
out.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy, man.
It's
That's
ridiculous.
That's crazy.
That's all I got.
I think it's simple, dog. Fellas,
Fucking house door on Family Dollar, bro. I'm not bullshitting.
and, you
Swear
know,
to God.
I could deal with that because you need a door. You know what I'm saying? it is what it is. But I think it goes back to what we was taught as children, man. Treat people how you want to be treated, dog. Simple as that, man. We all know how we want somebody to treat us in that instance, man, or that situation. So, man, do the same thing. Like, reciprocate it towards the people who coming in to, you know, being patrons to your business. Yeah. Don't be out here being rude. Don't be out here demanding something that you wouldn't, you know, demand of yourself. And I think, man, it's simple as that. Like, as we move forward, man, because we definitely going to get back into it of supporting black business. Because I think for our show and what we want to talk about and what we want to do for the culture, I think it's important. Like, we definitely want to put on, whether you're a big business, you know, we ain't got to know, you know, Fortune 500 business yet. No. But hopefully the business that we done put out there, that they become that. And we can say that, hey, man, we shouted them out when they was, you know, when they barely had any fans or they had any people supporting them. So, yeah, man, continue. Hey, everybody listening to this show, if you have a small business, big business, no matter what it is, hey, put it in the comments. Yeah. Put it in our group page. You can send a DM if you
support.
And we'll support, man. You can come up with a little infomercial, and we'll put it out here and show y'all some love.
And really quick, it does not have to be only if you're a black business. If you're a local business here in Michigan, comment, and we shout you out.
Yeah.
Our money, good money, baby.
Yes, sir. We definitely trying to, you know, we trying to show love to everybody, man. But we definitely want to make sure that, you know, we definitely highlight the people in our community, which 9 times out of 10 are black businesses, and we know the struggle in doing it. But again, like Mitch said, man, if you're a local business, we'll show y'all love if y'all show us love.
And I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
Okay.
I had a friend who lived right around the corner from me. He was white.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if he has a business, why can't I shout him out? He ain't black, but hey, he from where we from.
Yeah, we appreciate anybody supporting.
We appreciate everybody, man.
Yeah, anybody supporting the Wise Guys podcast.
We support you.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
That's a fact.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
It's a big ass fact.
But when it comes to certain things, like certain people don't have the opportunity that they get shed a light on them that come from the neighborhoods we come from, predominantly being black. We understand that maybe a lot of them, because a couple of things though, a lot of them didn't learn advertisement, a lot of them didn't learn marketing, a lot of them didn't learn promotion.
Nope.
They didn't go to school for this, so they looking for somebody to help them.
Exactly.
And then certain people, not to say people, maybe white people that was from our neighborhood at different points, that they were less privileged, but we want to make sure that we show love to whoever's supporting us. But man, we definitely appreciate the ones that come from the neighborhoods we come from that are at least trying.
Exactly.
Keep pushing, y'all.
You gotta try.
Exactly, man. So, hey, good luck. Hey, and everybody, good luck to everybody who are here who then started a black business, man. We got love for y'all, man. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Even the people that we haven't shouted out, just keep it going, man. And we look forward to people who gonna reach out to us so we can start showing them love. So,
For sure.
on that note, man, let's get into it, fellas. Set it off. Set it off.
The movie
man.
set it off.
The movie set it off. Man.
What year was it?
96.
96.
96, bro.
Who did it star?
Jada Pinkett and
Queen Latifah,
Yeah.
Vivica A. Fox,
Jada
Pinkett Smith,
and Kimberly Elise.
Oh, she
and
wasn't
Kimberly
starring.
Elise. She wasn't Smith at that time.
She wasn't?
She was just
She's
Jada Pinkett.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Damn, she wasn't.
yeah.
You're
And
right.
Blair Underwood.
Whatever. Yeah.
Was that his first movie?
Nah.
You sure?
He been acting for a minute, I want to say.
All right. Well, anyway,
I want to say he was on TV as well.
Yeah.
that's what I think. I think that was his
Wasn't like
first
ER or
movie.
some shit like that, or?
I can't remember.
No, he was in like
specifically.
a what you call them little shows, soap opera.
Oh,
I don't think he was in the movie because when you read the credits, when it first came on, it said, "What's her name?" Elise, introducing Elise, and then it said, "And Blair Underwood."
Yeah, right.
So Blair Underwood was on TV. He was attorney on L.A. Law,
Oh, okay.
and he was in his first debut was also in the musical Crush Groove.
Oh,
So it was in I believe in '85.
Hold on, excuse me, bro. What's Crush Groove,
shit,
bro?
I don't know, but
What you saying? Ooh, like
because
that,
it's
bro?
Crush
You remember
Groove.
Crush
Like,
Groove?
Stop it,
You
bro.
remember Crush Groove?
No,
What is that?
I don't.
Oh, that was the movie that LL Cool J made his, I believe, his debut in. Like when he brought the beatbox and he was rapping. It was a hip hop movie.
Hey,
man.
Reckless
did.
Speculation.
You don't remember that movie?
No, I don't remember that shit, bro. I'm sorry.
Dog, that was a dope movie.
It was?
Yeah,
Maybe I'll go look it up when I get home.
Watch it on YouTube.
But look though, like those actors, like there's some people, some heavy hitters, and early in the game. So
Yeah,
they were still fairly early in
Yeah,
their
that was
career.
new. Yeah.
Hey, who was your favorite character in that movie?
My favorite character was Frankie.
Frankie.
Yeah, Vivica Fox.
Try this car, Frankie. Who you got, dude? Who was your favorite character?
Cleo,
You know what?
Queen Latifah's character.
I gotta agree with you on Cleo.
Cleo was a hell of a character, bro. She
Yeah.
made. I would argue.
She was the ride or die one.
She kind of like
she
she
died.
made the movie. Yeah, she did that.
She died for sure.
She made the movie for sure. I mean, I think about like even some of the best scenes of the movie. Even though Frankie is my favorite character, some of the best scenes of the movie was Cleo.
She was-
Like when she drove that fucking truck through the bank.
Dog, that shit was
They
dope,
was like,
bro.
"Where's Cleo?" She, boom. I said, "Oh shit!"
Cause it's like,
Shout out to be Cleo being they done a man.
cause it's like you kind of ask yourself like, damn, why Cleo ain't in the bank with him, and why ain't nobody else driving? But and then like, but you know what? I'm gonna say one of
She
my
was
nitpicks
quick
for the
on her
end with
feet,
that.
boy.
She was. That's why I'm like, I kind of would want her to be in the bank.
Yeah. Why do they always in the movie? They always change the getaway driver.
I was wondering that, but like we could say that for the end
Okay,
because
we'll say
I got
that.
something for that,
We'll
bro.
say
I got a
that.
nitpick about that.
Okay.
What's your favorite scenes in the movie, bro?
My favorite scene off top was when they was in the garage and Jada smacked Cleo, but dog, like that exchange between them, Cleo was serious as hell. She was like, "No, you not gonna back out on us.
Now, we gotta rob the
Like
bank.
you gotta ride with us." Like, but that's how the level of seriousness she was taking it. Like, no matter what we go through, like a reminder, like I will, I have to check off in your ass. But she was
damn.
like, "Listen, you ain't gonna do me like that." You know what I'm saying? That's but she was trying to get them to understand, like, we ain't gotta keep doing this, but they was getting greedy. She was blowing money, but that's what people do. That greed, because that's a lot of people in our culture think, man, I'm gonna get that next lick. I'm gonna live my life and then get that next lick, my baby. And you know, the reality of that, I think, was in that scene was people greed overwhelms them, and man, that's what caused the disbursements of crews.
And that's my thing. I feel like we don't know when to stop.
Yeah.
Who do?
Like, we want to keep going.
Who do?
Shit. That's what I mean. We talking about everybody. Like,
Yeah, I think that's the human nature.
One more time.
I think that's human nature, bro. Like to tell yourself in the moment, like again, hindsight 2020, but in that moment, if you put yourself in their shoes and be like, damn, we just got this one done, and it really that first one they did wasn't really that bad. Like they didn't really have no cops chasing them. They didn't really have nobody on their tail yet. So it was like, shit, why not do another one? Right. Like we just got away with this one.
And when you think about it, if people you go back and look at the movie, when Cleo made TT go back and get more money.
Hold on,
they would have been out of there.
Yeah, right. Say that. Like we're gonna get to the end because you got a point there. Like I think that's big, and it goes to what Dewey's saying.
Yeah, with the greed. Yeah,
with the greed. But I kind of want to like just for references of people who maybe haven't watched the movie in a while. Like I kind of want to break it down in order. Okay. But I definitely want to get into like what's your favorite scene. But you get into one of my nitpicks too, bro. So that's why I had to stop you. But yeah, man. So if you want to,
what was the question again?
It was your favorite. What's your favorite scene?
Oh, my favorite scene had to be when Cleo lit that cigarette up
at the end. Okay,
and said, "Y'all get out," and leaned on the side, and she said, "What about the money? Y'all ain't going to it. I'll get it later." And she pulled off, man. And that music came on. You knew she was dead.
It was dead.
Time after time. I knew she was dead, bro.
So long, Cleo.
And she hit the switches though.
She did. She had to.
She put that money in that bitch. Dog, she was so good. She hit the switches like.
You just put $3,000 in that bitch, and you about to die. Or I'm about to clown on these niggas before I go out.
If you think about all them shots, didn't even kill her.
It didn't even kill her in the first round,
she got out the car and started blasting in that.
But that's some movie shit though.
Yeah, that's definitely. You know, she got hit 100 times.
Yeah, bro. In real life, she'd have been dead.
And you know what? Reckless Speculation.
Okay.
Dr. Dre, that was his first movie as well. Yes.
It was?
Yeah, his first movie. Really? Look it up.
Okay, I'm gonna take your word on it.
But they was saying,
people gonna call you out.
No, you can look it up. It's
no,
there.
Don't point to Matt.
But no, I'm serious. I made sure I read it before.
All right.
But they were saying how that hit home for him because he had this little thing that happened at the same time. When the police were chasing him. No, remember?
Yeah, like in the movie when he was in the Lambo.
And he was like, that's why he wouldn't do that scene.
Damn, okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's why they showed him in that scene.
So the music video Keep the Heads Ringing is in the short film? No, I'm just playing.
I'm not touching that.
So, all right, so let's kind of go
what was your favorite?
Oh, my favorite scene, man. Damn. I guess my favorite scene would be, I kind of feel like you, bro. Like, the scene that, like, hit me the hardest is like, Cleo's scene. Because it's, like, from the very beginning, when she told him to get out the car, like, and they look at her, and the first person to jump up and hug her, back to what Dewey said, was Jada.
Which was her best friend from jump.
It was from the jump. So it's like, they knew, like, this it. Like, we're not going to see her no more. And like you said, once you said, oh, don't worry, y'all take the money, it was it, bro. It was a wrap. So, yeah, that scene right there was definitely the scene that kind of hit the hardest for me.
And it also showed that she was like, what you want to call it? She was the backbone of the group.
Yeah. She was willing to sacrifice herself.
Yeah, like she was the one.
So quick on her feet. Like when even they kicked in the door on Lufa in the hotel, she like give me the ID. Like she already knew when they turned around when they
she was a hood.
She hit her pocket. She's like, yeah, you know what time it is. She's like, yeah, I don't know, I don't recognize him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was smart on her feet, man. She definitely know.
Yeah,
she held him down though.
So man, let's kind of like
R.I.P. Cleo.
Yes, for real. Let's go back to the beginning. The movie actually, the movie starts off with Frankie. She's a bank teller and she's getting robbed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you get her backstory off the rip. Don't do this. Come on. And of course, it was all dudes who was robbing her, but these was like crackheads.
Yeah.
And they did a real bad job of like depicting them because it's like when you see them and everybody in the bank, they definitely look
stand out,
bro. They stood out.
Yeah.
You know
she looked right at him like, oh shit.
Oh shit, here come Darnell.
She should have hit that panic button as soon as she seen him.
Man, what? So
what's the procedure when you got a gun to your head?
Was her excuse valid, bro? Like, like for her not to follow the procedure? Because even after that, like when you see the other bank tellers, even though she told them the procedure, like what they're gonna try to do, nobody else tried to, and she had the most fucked up situation.
No, somebody did.
In the last one, I think the last bank they did, but in the other,
it's messed up. Because
the first two banks they didn't.
The worst part about it is that they had her like that because she knew the people who robbed the bank.
That's what it was. She knew who they were,
right?
And so it looked. That's why they were grilling her like that because they're like, it looked bad on you. Because
this guy. But this is.
But they killed that lady right in front of her though, bro.
She was in shock, but that didn't sit well with him.
But
if you were a police officer,
but it was the boss that fired her though. Like the police was just like, "Oh, we're gonna investigate it."
And then
he could have suspended her.
And then she was like, "You ain't even gonna wait. You gonna do this right now?"
Right, exactly. Like she had a point, bro.
Yeah. Right. Then the woman cop was like, she was like, You didn't even see if I was thirsty, sister. I'm like, damn. She did though.
Which is the moms from what's that damn show?
The Rock.
The Rock, bro.
The wife.
It's like, damn, she just lost all
Shout
cool
out to
points.
Charles S. Dutton.
Cool points of one movie, dog.
All of them.
Shit, man. I guess after that, the next major scene would be what was
the party.
The party, right?
Yeah.
The party for Stony brother.
Yeah.
When
he supposedly didn't get.
he didn't get a scholarship.
Nigga, just tell her like,
Right.
hey sis, I can't go. Like, we don't got the money. I didn't. Like, he just kept lying, bro.
Right, like, what did he say? He said he didn't get the scholarship.
At first he didn't get a scholarship. Then he had the money.
No, then he didn't.
No, he
didn't
said
get
he had the
accepted.
money first. Then he said he didn't get accepted.
Yeah,
after
I'm like,
she
dude,
had
after she don't win it. She don't win it. Listen, she was the first one to get the 40 ball.
more than 40
She got like
ball.
4,000 because old boy wrote her a check.
Yeah.
So, ladies, I guess in a certain sense, don't sell yourself short. I guess.
If you're gonna do it, get a check.
Get a check.
That's
Get the
it, daddy.
$4,000.
Get that
Bread
4,000.
of speculation.
Not the $40.
That would do it.
And
Hey, but hey, Eddie made her walk home though.
He was ruthless, bro.
maybe some other time.
Yeah,
He was
I'm
ruthless,
like,
dog.
dog.
Hey, why was his face so greasy, bro?
It was hot
Man, but her shit wasn't like that. His shit was
because he was
greasy.
working.
Bro, he didn't do shit yet. This was when he went to go get it. He was saying, he gonna grab his, he gonna clap his head.
Hey, ladies,
He was a creep, bro.
anytime a dude get behind you, rub your shoulders.
It's
You know what he want.
Yeah, dog. This like the thigh rub, but the
Dude.
shoulder rub. Like, man, I felt bad for her in that. Like,
But she had to do what she had to do
did
for her
what
brother.
she loved her brother. She did what she had to do. And then it was like, damn, you did all of that for this nigga to get killed for putting the damn what was it,
AP.
Acorn Project.
Acorn Project.
And
And he
the
wasn't
man
even
said-
from Acorn Projects, cuz.
Hook him up.
Hey, that's one of the best lines of the movie, bro. That's one of the best. Hook him up.
Hey, but I hate that guy ever since Players Club, bro. Like,
Yeah, he bad, man.
He a bad
yeah,
dude.
They could have picked somebody else.
What about Menace to Society?
Yes,
Another
right.
Jada Pinkett movie.
And they put him in that movie as well.
Yeah, man, he's just been grimy his whole career.
right.
So,
And she ripped the check up.
right.
Yeah, she tripping.
Like, why you didn't
She
get the
was
money?
tripping.
Yeah, she was stupid for that. Stoney really had, Stoney wasn't, I guess that's why didn't nobody pick her as our favorite
And
character.
Oh, it didn't have nothing to do with the dress she wore to go on a date with Blair Underwood.
No, hold on. That's a dress that Frank, it
Right.
wasn't even a dress, it was a pantsuit
Yeah.
that Frankie picked out, bro.
And real quick, this is a little footnote. The writers over at New Line Cinema, they wanted Stoney to be a crackhead, but she wasn't on crack.
And then the movies, you know, adding to your footnote, they also just wanted the movie to be Stoney and Cleo.
And Queen Latifah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just supposed to be them alone. So Vivica Fox and Kimberly Elise didn't supposed to be in the movie.
Nope.
But I mean, like you said, like what makes this movie good is the pace. You kind of off rip. Soon the movie start, you understand what's Frankie motive.
Yeah.
Then you get into what's Stoney motive.
Yeah.
And then you kind of start to get into the other characters.
They kept pushing their
It
back
kept-
against
yeah,
the wall.
yeah,
more
you know
and
what
But
I'm
more.
saying? More.
Cleo, her back wanted to get. She just wanted a new car.
Well, until she didn't want to work with Luther no more. Because remember when she got the bread, remember when Luther came in, he was like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, looking at her.
But I'm saying they pushed the points of desperation. Like, she don't. Some people just they get him. That's how they get
That
influenced.
was
She
her-
seen the car. Like, man,
But her other desperation was Luther though.
Yeah.
You know, she didn't
The
want
way
to work
he
with him no
treat
more.
him,
Yeah,
yeah.
she didn't like getting
the
treated like that.
the aura, and the S. I'm
So that-
docking your pay.
And then now,
Until then, shut the fuck up and get back to work. He was
and my
cold.
thing is like, how much taxes was getting taken out of her check for her to be tripping like that, bro?
Man, all of
Shit, in the 90s, man.
She
You know,
should've
they just-
claimed-
at that time, you know, the
See, I don't
timestamp
know.
in the movie, it was just
she
coming out
she
of
should have
recession.
claimed 9 nines, dog.
Or exempt.
That's what I do right now. I mean, reckless
Reckless
speculation.
speculation.
Reckless
Hey,
speculation.
but they was just at the timestamp of the movie, they was just coming out of a recession.
Right.
As far as America, it was
right.
just coming out of a recession at the time.
Because remember when they was on the roof smoking weed?
Right.
And she was like, they make $15 over there. She
Right.
was hype as
She
hell
was
on
like-
$15.
And she was like, you know what I could do with this? Like, fuck you.
So
want
she was like, time and a half. That's $30.
But that was 90s.
Exactly.
You know,
that was big money back
They was
then.
like, damn, man.
Yeah.
They was into it, Bob. But yeah, man. The other thing after that, you know, right when she seen her brother after he got killed, you know, he's pulling out the bottle of champagne, but he had the AP on there. The police shot him up
because they thought my man had the AP from the camera.
But man, that nigga was crazy. I'm like, this goes to some of the things you talk about today. Like, you know, they killed him. Now they killed the innocent boy, but man, the nigga upstairs.
No, dog upstairs wasn't innocent, bro.
They knew what type of time. They knew what type of time he was on. So they came.
But you know what I did catch about that scene?
What
was the white cop name?
I can't remember.
Whatever his name was, he was like, "What do we got on him?" And she was like, "Oh, he's clean. Yeah. He's going to college."
Oh, they was looking for.
That's how they do it.
Yeah,
right now, that's how they do it. If you clean, you clean. But if you ever had any kind of warrant, But
even if you clean,
back in 1902, he was. They try to put anything out there.
If it's a picture of you, you know, back when you was 18, standing with a gun,
they gonna put it in right now.
To
paint a picture of you.
When they came to comforter. I think Cleo sometimes Frankie said, you know what we got to do.
Yeah.
You know what we got to do. She was pushing that, man.
That was the spark right there for them to go do it. Yeah, that was it.
Pushing it. Then when, you know, I think the one that pushed it over the edge was when TT actually, her son got taken. I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I think that part right there is what drove him to make the decision.
But on if you think about social service, that's
social service. Yeah,
they had to.
They had a point.
I mean, she's at the workplace. He's at the workplace. We shouldn't be there, and he got burned. So,
I'm sorry, bro. Forgive me. And I mean, TT was a horrible mom.
What?
Listen, bro.
She would die for her child.
Obviously, she didn't do that shit when she brought that boy there and let him crawl into another room.
Well,
boy, come stay your ass by me while I clean.
You know, I'm glad they put that scene in because this is kind of typical '90s mama though. Like,
my mom took me. My mom wasn't on crack, but she took me to her work. You know, to work with her. She was a nurse. We're working in a nursing home, and I sat my ass right there, or you'd have got your ass beat.
Right, but that boy was little enough that he was adventurous as hell.
You got to put that fear in him, bro.
But you know what I'm saying? There was a point of desperation she really was at. Like, I got to do what I got to do, but it still ended up backfiring on her.
I agree, man. I mean, it did backfire on her. I mean, I guess with her being a mom and the way the story was going, you had to figure out a way to tie her son in. You couldn't kill her son off because you just killed off another character's sibling. So I guess that was the best way. But, you know, what y'all think about, you know, their first, you know, bank robbery? Was it, you know, did they hold it down? To me, I think that was the best one they did.
Hell yeah, that was
like
in and out.
They got in and out. In under 60 seconds.
And it was only 3 of them.
That shit was so funny to me when Frankie was like, she's like, can't do this. She was like, all right.
And she pulled out.
That's my favorite character, bro. Frankie was about to act,
she
bro.
Was trying to go. She
put that wig on, bro. Got the fuck on. Like, let me hit this shit.
And what kind of wig ass disguise was that? A wig and some sunglasses.
Hey, that's all they had. They ain't had no money.
Yeah, they ain't
had no money. You see when they got money, they had to clear one at the end, bro.
Why they ain't go rob a store to get some ass? They robbing banks.
You said rob a store.
Rob a store and get some ass. You rob the bank, rob a store and get some ass.
And but
you thought you said ass too, didn't you?
I ain't say ass.
It sounded like mask. That's what man looking crazy. So y'all, he said mask, not ass. Because I'm like, why they robbing to get some ass? Like,
oh, you ain't gotta do that no more.
TT responded just like y'all when y'all first got that first unemployment check, huh?
Man, stop it, bro. Leave the people alone.
I need this money. Like, damn.
She was about to beat Frankie ass over that money. I don't blame her though.
I'm tired of your shit.
But at the same time, at the same time, Frankie had a point. Like, you dipped.
Frankie didn't give a fuck. She like, you did.
You dipped out.
She ain't do shit.
She's like, where you come from? I caught the bus.
We weren't ready.
She caught the bus back to that. Like the movie could have ended right then and there. They just had to follow her dumb ass on the bus back to them, and then that'd have been the end of the damn movie. Nah. Like, come on, bro. Like, how stupid could you be to catch the bus right back to where they was at?
What choice you got,
bro?
I don't like how they stashed the bread at work.
That was stupid.
I was dumb as hell. Each one
of y'all smart.
Why?
Each one of them lives somewhere.
Why, bro?
Where else they gonna put it?
I'm glad you skipped to that scene, bro.
They can't put it.
So this
at their house.
This after the second robbery.
They gonna come to the house first, like you said.
They didn't have no cause to come to the house at first.
No probable cause.
There was no probable cause.
They don't know that.
I mean, damn.
They thinking like,
Frankie
they do
because Frankie obviously.
I bet you Cleo knew. You got a warrant? I bet you was saying
that. Cleo ain't shit. So when she got like
when they picked her up.
When they picked her up and they got the little lineup, or whatever, and then she got back it off. She was like, "Yeah, man, they tried to come down on me. They ain't even say shit to your ass. They let your ass go right away. Like, she's like, yeah, they tried to work me over. I'm like,
they did have her in the lineup though.
That's it.
Yeah,
she was in the interrogation room. Like, yeah, where were you? Who were you with?
I guess you got a point, bro.
No, when she was walking down the street with her girlfriend, they tried to press her in.
And then that's when he took her like.
That was not like a full course press. That was like a 2-3 zone.
I don't know what happened in there.
All she had to do was just hit him with the lawyer.
I like a 2-3 zone, bro.
Nah,
that was not a full court press.
They definitely need to run that shit because if they would have ran the 2-3, they might wouldn't have been all got killed at the end. Yeah. But so you brought up the second robbery. So of course in the second robbery, this is after she done met the new banker, Blair Underwood.
Hey, real quick, dude had a bedroom in his front room.
He had like a studio.
He had studio.
Yeah,
it was sweet though. He had a lot of carpet in there, a lot of different carpets.
A lot of black shit in there, a lot of African stuff like that in there. No, his place was straight.
It was
for
cute.
him to be. I guess he was like a mortgage banker because he said he worked upstairs, right?
So you saying only mortgage bankers work upstairs?
No, I'm saying like based off how that bank worked, it seemed like he wasn't a teller like Frankie was.
He wasn't a teller, but
no, he was something bigger.
No, because he said he walked on Wall Street too in New York.
Yeah, so he did.
So he was the upper echelon.
Yeah, so that's why they didn't fire his ass at the end for knowing.
But they didn't know.
They knew.
No, only dude that knew.
Didn't show us that they knew.
Only dude that knew was his partner.
Yeah, so why wouldn't she say something? But that's later on.
That's later on down the line.
Yeah, we'll wait till we get to the end. So now we at the second. So,
but
Blair,
he loved her.
You think he loved her that fast?
He loved her.
I don't know.
Why he ain't snitch her out when he knew she was robbing banks?
Cause she had that wet.
Cause she do.
She did.
Reckless speculation. That's what Alcina said.
Why you say she do like you know?
Because August Alcina said she did.
She did in that movie for a fact.
With the oils. Was that her real booty?
I'm assuming.
I don't think that was really her.
But hey, he actually kind of put on for us moving forward. You know how they got all the memes where it be like, yeah, dude be like, let me give you a massage, and then next thing you know, he butt ass naked. Like he was the first one who taught us that shit. Like, all right, come on, girl, let me give you a massage real quick.
But he really had oil though. We ain't really be having no oil for real.
I use oil.
I'm talking about back then. Like you ain't really.
No,
have
not
no
as a young dog. No,
you was dry handed.
No, you dry handed giving that back massage, and the next thing you know,
oil feels so much better.
All right, so next topic.
Moving along.
Oh, it feels so much better. You actually right though.
I gotta stop laughing, bro.
You be busting out these commercials real quick.
Bro, you do, man. Like, where is this coming from? So
I'm trying to get our sponsors, man.
Baby oil, like who you trying to get, man?
Jergens.
Okay.
Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson & Johnson. Wildcat Show.
African Herbal.
Man, stop it, bro. So what happened next after that? Like after they did that, after the, you know that you said so. So hold on, let's go back to
it started getting reckless. Then they started messing up. Now my man's got on to him, the detective.
Oh, but hold on, we gotta go.
He was a good detective though,
because he was in the camera. He said, "Well," he started looking like, "Wait a minute." He started putting it together. Yeah.
I was gonna go into when Luther go back to what you talking about them stealing the money, and Luther first thing he do. A typical coon is
go buy some guns.
Buy some guns and buy a white girl, like a white prostitute.
He went and bought a white girl? Oh,
white
shit.
Prostitute.
Reckless speculation. He tripping.
I thought that's what he did. Is that
it was no. She just no. We don't not know that she was.
That
a hooker.
Was his girlfriend.
We don't know if it was a hooker. She just said I met him earlier.
I think if that was his girlfriend, she'd end up telling him.
I didn't say he was a girlfriend.
I'm just saying.
She said that she met him earlier.
They was at a hotel.
What's that mean? What does that mean?
I think that was a hooker, bro.
No, that doesn't mean it was a hooker. Come on now.
All right. If you say so. I mean, I'm just saying, based on the movie, to me, the way it looked, if you go back and watch the movie, you would think, okay, this dude don't have no girl. Like, he don't have no woman.
He's Luther.
Exactly.
Hey, Drake said he came in with his curls all dead up.
Right,
shit.
bro. Like, you can tell, like, okay, dog, the dude got a little business, but really, all in all, like, he don't got nobody. So, this, you know, he went and grabbed him a little chick. Maybe she wasn't a prostitute, or, you know, maybe it was somebody he knew.
met. He probably went to a little bar.
Yeah.
But, no. Listen, her stuff was so good.
Here you go.
That Cleo busted in the door, he didn't even know.
She was still
like, going, right?
Cleo said, like, why don't you get up out that pussy?
And he was still going. I'm like, you don't even know.
She was raw. Hey, sorry, excuse us. Don't play this around kids.
But if you watch the movie, this really happened.
You saw it, yeah. So, yeah, man. Like Luther. And then, up until that point, they hadn't killed nobody. Usually when you watch these movies, until somebody dies, like, it's not really that bad. Like, you know,
I mean, somebody died, but they didn't kill him.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Until like the people who robbing the bank kill somebody, you like, you know, they just robbing, they just stealing money that is insured. But once they kill somebody, it was like.
But you know what? Thinking back now, if I was the police, I would have thought Frankie did that shit too. Because why old boy didn't kill her? Why he just killed some random
Oh,
lady?
it definitely seemed like
Why he didn't kill you?
It definitely
So
seemed
yeah,
like
I can see where they get like, no,
Yeah.
you got to know. You in cahoots.
I don't know what the name of the character is that played Luther, but man, he is
He was-
funny as
yeah.
hell. Even if he got game, he was funny.
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
funny, bro.
he was the
but-
pimp, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
looking
funny,
at me.
bro.
Do you know me? Do you know my lady? Well, you looking at us with all that familiarity and shit.
I'm using that.
He was that shit
From
was
now
funny
on.
as hell. But hey man, sidebar, man, I want to give a shout out to F. Gary Gray, man. He had a good run with these movies. He just came off on Friday just a year ago. Before that, he did a law-abiding citizen.
Oh, I love that
And
movie.
he
That
did
was
Jamie
good.
Foxx, by the way.
Fast and Furious 8.
Better
He
than
did
Giselle.
be cool. He,
Nah.
you know what I mean? He did a Man Apart.
Like that.
Uh,
movie.
Denzel.
Yeah, so Denzel.
That ain't no
Vin
Denzel.
Diesel.
That's
Oh,
Vin
my
Diesel.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We
yeah,
drinking.
man, and the soundtrack to Set It Off actually went platinum. This is back when,
Oh, that was a good soundtrack.
yeah,
though,
this
for
is back
movie.
when soundtracks was to movies.
Yeah,
man.
this was a good soundtrack.
Give a shout out to F. Gary Gray, man, directing a good movie, and then also the soundtrack going platinum, and also setting off some people's careers. Because Kimberly Elise actually had a career that was decent after that. She did.
Yeah,
good
she
in
played
some-
in. She played the one Tyler Perry movie.
She played him. She played him. I
That
believe.
makes you
That's
a
all
good
I
career.
remember. That's all I remember.
No, I'm saying she.
Bait?
No, yeah, she was a
played
bit,
in
but
Bait?
she also
She
was
was
in.
Jamie Foxx's wife.
No, John Q.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was
She
John.
Denzel
She's
Washington,
pretty
John
good
Q.
in that one.
Yep.
You,
She was also in The Lady's Death Wish. She was a detective in Death Wish with Bruce Willis.
She played
Yep.
a couple. Yeah, she had
Yeah.
she had a decent little career, man. I think.
Yeah, but I'm
and-
saying like for her to be, well, maybe we may thought maybe the weakest link in the group as far as the actresses at the
mean-
time. She ended up going on to have some more movies that she was standing next to some
people.
big actors. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me hit. Hold on, Mitch. Let me hit y'all with that real quick. Then let me hit y'all with based off what you just said. Who would you say, based off this movie alone, who's the best actor in this movie? With the ladies.
Or actress,
Yeah,
yeah.
and you could just rate them. Go in order from 1 to 4.
From order.
Yeah, so Mitch, you go first.
just the four.
Just act.
Just the 4. Yeah,
Okay.
not everybody else. Just go
I got
4.
I got Cleo,
Okay.
Stoney, Frankie, TT.
Okay, I'm going Frankie, Cleo, Stoney, TT. Who you got?
I'm on Cleo, Frankie, Stoney, and TT.
Okay, yeah.
So TT's last.
TT's definitely last, but
That's
like
what I'm saying.
yeah,
Looking
But at
at-
the
it was
same
our
looking at,
first
like-
movie.
But
Like
at
she
the-
was the weakest link. It looked
Right.
like she was the weakest link, but as far as actress, but at the same time, like, I think she played the role well for what she do. I'm just putting her number 4 to these women.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this
But-
role.
yeah,
in
this
this
movie.
movie. Yeah, in this movie.
But at the same time, we gotta understand the director was at a fucking restaurant and she was a waitress.
Oh, really? That's how you found her.
That's why he found her.
Oh,
He
that's
was a
what's
wait.
up,
She was a
yeah.
waitress. Like she didn't go try to
Her
be the
story
movie.
Hollywood too.
Right.
Okay.
So that's how that happened.
Okay.
You can look that up. It's
Okay.
facts.
Well, let's get into the end of the movie, man, because it seemed like we all got like different little nitpicks or different, feelings about how the end of the movie went. My first nitpick about the end of the movie is the bank scene. So Kimberly never went in on no other robbery. I mean, not Kimberly. TT.
TT was there on the floor when
She was there on the floor in the second robbery, right?
Yeah.
But why would you take out? My bad. Yeah, you're right. Why would you take out your heaviest hitter and put her? Well, like Frankie, the person who knows how the bank go. Why would you take her out? Like, why wouldn't you have her in the bank if this is the biggest bank in the city supposedly?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where the most money at. She would know like where to hit first, how to get the most money.
Is
Like,
this
why
the-
would you take her out?
Is this the bank that she worked at in the beginning?
No, this is like the main bank. Like, this is like the federal bank.
It's the bank that the Blair Underwood.
Yeah, this,
Right.
you're right. So
but
this
I'm
is like
saying,
the
but
big
do,
bank.
but do we know for sure that it wasn't the same bank that she
No,
worked
it wasn't.
at?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. She didn't work for the federal bank at the end. No bank Blair Underwood worked for. I just felt like, damn, I don't know if that's based off the movie, but in real life, she definitely would have had to be in there. I don't know who would have drove the car. Maybe Kimberly, or maybe
She probably
TT.
can't drive because she never drove.
She did not drive. You're right. She did not drive. Well, again, then why would you not leave Stoney in the car, being that she knows the dude
No,
who worked there?
because Stoney was a fucking sharpshooter.
She was.
You saw she was shooting the
was
phones
shooting that
out.
shit out.
I'm like, damn.
But you got to look at it from the point of view, like, okay, Stoney messed with the dude who worked here. He could easily, like, soon he could have been up in his office, like, oh, there she go.
no,
they don't know.
No, she called him and said, "Can you meet me at the spot in 5 minutes?"
She did say that. Yeah, you right.
And
She did.
and he was like, "You better be there," because he knew that was her.
But he knew what was about to happen, though.
But he loved her.
But again, he could have been. He still could have dropped it down.
Not
Like,
if he love her.
you never know, man.
You're not gonna drop him down a person
Man,
you love.
hey, bro. I'm just saying, she put her people at risk, bro.
Who?
Stoney.
How?
Cause man, she should have stayed in the car.
Stoney didn't even want to rob that bank.
They made her. Yeah, they did make her. But she had to though.
She had to. They got
Because
a
they had a
Dodge.
bread, they had to get the fuck on. And then they planned too at the end. Like they were just gonna go to Mexico and do what?
Shit, fish.
What about Kimberly or TT?
She'll get her baby and dip.
She went.
Oh, she couldn't get the baby because the court date was the next day.
Exactly, and they knew it was them.
Damn.
So she was done. Like she had to die.
She had to die. It was no way around it. You dead.
Damn it, man.
Drive this car, Frankie. And she ain't drive that bitch though.
It was the worst. Like I guess that's why I think she's fourth on the list. Like I say, her death scene was trash in my opinion. You said earlier when your son got took away from you, I die for my son. Mm-hmm. You about to die.
She said what? What she said?
I die for my son.
Okay.
You about to die. This it.
Yeah.
You looking. I'm looking you in your face, bro. This us. This me and you. I'm about to die. I'm looking you in your face. God forbid. Knock on wood. I'm in that situation. I'm not about to talk to you about, hey, remember back in Kettering, bro, when we used to go to get the wings and shit from the fucking lunchroom? No, nigga. I'm about to say, like, bro, send some of that money to my daughter, man. Make sure, hey, watch out for my kids somehow, bro. Look at, like, I'm talking about my child if I was just about to die for her when she got took away. So to me, they did a piss poor job on that character.
Somebody
bro.
to think logically of non-logical thinking people.
But no, I'm saying the script itself though. Like they could have changed that shit to like show, bring it back to that. I think that's my nitpick.
But no, I feel like that scene which talked about her dude was just trying to tie everything in of what just happened.
Yeah, but this
like her calling him to get him away.
But she called him back at the end, right? Jada
Yeah.
called him at the end. So this is the last time we hear of TT. This it. Like it ain't like in her mind. She will have to be thinking in that moment, like my son. Mm-hmm. Like any reasonable person thinking about their kid, definitely if they haven't had their kid in all this time.
But you know what?
And that was the reason she did it for.
But at the same time, she may have felt like, you know what? I don't want my child to have nothing to do with this, because at this time they know who they are.
Yeah, but damn though, who's
So
gonna
how
take care of them?
The
system.
The system. Stony can't take care of him. She running from the police.
She can, and see, I guess that's why I think.
So how she gonna send some money? She can send some money, but
I don't know. I just feel like in that situation, like Dewey just said, you're not gonna think reasonably about all the variables.
She about to die.
But in that situation, then you don't think about your kid. If that's what you live for, if that's your reason for doing this, you gonna think about your kid.
Yeah, you're right. But
go ahead, man. What about Cleo?
What about Cleo?
Was Cleo reason legit?
For what? What she do?
I mean, she was robbing that shit to put some,
She's robbing that bitch to get a 6'4".
It makes sense to her.
Cause old boy stunning on her like
most dudes, like most dudes and women in that situation, when they doing fraud and they doing bullshit, they like shit. They they doing it to be in Somerset and get that Louis store. It mean everything to them to take a picture in front of that store with a bag in their hand.
But see, like going back to what I just said,
that notoriety, they just love it, man.
Cleo died in her car, bro.
Yep.
She died in the thing she
loved.
loved.
In the thing she loved. Damn, you right. Say it again.
She died in what she loved. In a 6'4", bro.
If I ever die, I hope I die in the thing that I love.
Okay. What? You gonna die in Chipotle?
You?
Q double way better than Chipotle, bro.
All right, no more getting off. Oh wow, even Matt.
I'm just saying,
up.
hey.
So
Q double.
All right, so I'm gonna stick with the story.
Stick with the story, but we know what's up. We should go to Q double after this.
So Cleo, her storyline circle back around. What about Frankie? I think Frankie's definitely did because she got to say to my man before she got blasted.
What's the fucking procedure?
Another nomination for favorite line.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? She couldn't have.
But,
okay.
Think about it. No, not on that, but in this time, if she's running,
getting your ass pop
from the
but
back.
he was trying to spare her.
No, I'm saying,
trying to spare
no,
her.
He didn't shoot her, though.
he didn't. I'm talking about the police. If he was shot in the back,
well, they still would have had to shoot her.
Yeah, she had a gun when she was running.
And she had the gun to a police officer head, so that had justifiable cause.
But just like
somebody would have shot her from the front,
right?
Then
he felt sorry for him.
He did
eventually. Like,
but the bank scene when he tried to talk him down,
right?
They were about to give up.
Yeah, they was.
And security guy came out of nowhere, was like.
And then Cleo was like, "Man, what the fuck y'all doing?"
Yeah,
Cleo was about that action in the bank, bro. She like,
"Fuck y'all doing?
What y'all doing?"
I got a tech now.
Right? She had a Uzi, bro.
She had some shit.
Like Uzi. Like, what y'all doing, man?
These problems.
But like you said, he felt sorry for her,
right?
And that's why he let Stoney go in the end because he saw her on the bus. He was like, you know what?
Yeah, we did enough.
At this point, we done killed your brother for no reason.
Killed all your friends.
All your friends dead. Just go ahead, bro.
So y'all was cool.
With her.
So y'all were cool with the very ending of Jada Pinkett driving off. You know, him basically giving her the go ahead, like go ahead, you can go. And then her going there and go ahead the song that they sang at the end. No, that wasn't the song, is it? It's the sister song.
That's the freak. That's the
Tired of this
that's
shit.
the Chloe.
Jada Pinkett kept getting away. That movie, Tales from the Crib movie, she just kept getting away.
Low down dirty shine. She always make it out. I mean, I think the ending was. I think they wrapped it up with a bow.
Yeah. Big bow.
Yeah. So looking at it now, you know, as in our 30s, what would y'all give this movie at 1 out of 10?
Honestly,
10 being, you know, an Oscar award
for that movie to be 96.
Yeah.
For that kind of vision to put that movie together like that, I give it 8, 9.5.
Damn, that's high.
Give it 9.5.
That's high. I give it a 7.
Damn.
7.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not saying it was a bad. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I just think that it could have been better. I guess my knock on it being a 7, not making it 10. I would wanted them to develop some of the other characters, like Frankie's character. I would want to know, you know, what she did besides just They just told us like this, you know, she got fired from work. This her reason, you know, for fucking robbing the bank.
She wanted to get back.
Yeah, she wanted revenge. But what was her, you know, what was she doing behind the scenes? Like, we kind of got a little bit of Cleo life. She, you know, was gay, messing with the girl Ursula and shit like that. And then even I would want to see TT, you know, her doing shit with her son. Or I would want to see them, like, a scene with them when they were young. You know, like, what made their friendship so, you know, what made them so close. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like a flashback or something like that. Yeah. So that was my reason for not giving it a 10. Okay. But other than that, it's a great movie.
What you ready to do?
But prior to that point, we was bringing up 4 African American women leading the movie and getting the box office that was 4 times their budget. Mm-hmm. And I'm giving it a 10.
Okay.
I'm giving it a 10 because I think that certain.
So y'all saying a 10?
I'm saying certain people counting that movie out and then to go make 4 times their budget. I give them kudos for that for busting their ass at the box office when I think they were doubted.
I gave it a 9.5. But real quick on how you said about their budget, another footnote real quick. They gave most of their budget to the director or the writer of Godfather to do that Godfather scene. Which that scene really, I don't give a fuck about that scene. You gave a fuck about that scene, Otis?
I wasn't major. I mean, it was good. It was funny.
For the time, it was.
I guess it was to bring them back together.
Yeah, it was funny. Like I said, it made my favorite character. It showed her in a different little light. You know, of them kind of like, okay. It shows their friendship. Like, all right, that's just like one of us, like all our friends, if one of us get into it and be like, all right, let's sit down. And it's like, you know, say what your problem is. Say like that made it kind of dope, and it brought them back together. So structurally for the movie, I think it was a good scene. But I didn't really realize it would cost that much.
Yeah, they said it cost most of their budget.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't knock y'all poor. You know, y'all want to give them 9s and 10s. Like, that's fine with me, and I definitely agree with the reason. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
man.
I appreciate them for doing that because that is a time when, you know, we talk about mid-90s. Man, they wasn't, you know, black cinema was dope then, but it was good to see that they was able to hold their own.
And let's bring black cinema back.
For real, man.
Please. And I'm looking. If you want to cast me, I'm ready.
So before we get up out of here, man, I'm gonna ask y'all one last question. Do y'all think if they made this movie today, would it be better as a Netflix or Amazon series, or would it be better if they just brought it back to the box office? Like, you know, if they remade it.
Don't redo it, man.
So you saying don't redo it at all?
Don't redo it in the movies.
No.
As a series, yeah. Throw Amanda Seals in there, Issa Rae, Keke Palmer. You know what I'm saying?
Me.
Let them, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's see it pop off a day. You know what I mean? Like in
I agree. It can be a
series,
Netflix, Amazon. I would love to see some people redo that movie.
All wise guys are in
agreement. Throw Lizzo in there as Cleo.
Don't do that.
No, don't do that. Like, we need
shit, bring Queen Latifah back.
Actually, no, man, just bring new people. Like how they did that. They found 4 upcoming, people. Like do the same thing.
So who played Cleo?
If I'm comparing, the reason why I'm comparing is because Lizzo is comparable to Queen Latifah musically. She's a singer and a rapper.
Nah, I'm straight on that. But I get what you're saying though.
I get it, but I ain't with it.
Well, listen, everybody. Tell us who y'all favorite character was, man. Tell us y'all favorite scene, and we definitely gonna post it in our group page and our Facebook because we want to hear what y'all think too. Tell us about the movie. Go back and watch it, man. Sit back one of these nights, check it out. After y'all listen to our review, fellas, y'all got something before we get up out of here?
Give us feedback on all subjects that we talked about today.
Yes.
Comment. We available on Facebook, and we got a Facebook group as well as a Wise Guys podcast page.
Yep.
And we appreciate all feedback.
And you can reach us on YouTube. Watch our videos, comment, share, subscribe at the Wise Guys Podcast Detroit on YouTube. Let us know something, man. Please comment. We need y'all.
And subscribe. And then
subscribe.
You can stream us from Spotify and Google right now.
Oh, yeah.
I think those only two we on right now. So we going to continue to grow. Hey, great episode, guys.
Good one.
Maybe you submit a movie to us or something like that. Maybe we break it down. Let us know.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. That'd be fun.
And if anybody have a business out there you want to shout out, hit us up.
Or if y'all want to come on and talk about, your journey in the business, or, just want to kick it about something that's, you would think would be juice to the people, come get with us, man. Send us a DM. You can DM us through our
Wise Guys
Podcast on Facebook and Instagram.
Page, yes.
Yep. So get with us, and then with our Yahoo address. So
that's it. So until then, be true and be you, baby.
Wise Guys signing out.
Pew, pew. It's a wrap.